Is it inappropriate for a priest to own, carry, or use a weapon for any purpose? So this is a very interesting question, and I like it a lot because it does actually get to something important. Priests are supposed to be ministers of God. They are supposed to be ministers of peace. They're supposed to bring up the peace of Christ with them. And so the church has always said over and over again that a priest must act in accord with his vocation. And even in the Code of Canon Law, Canon 285, it specifically says that a priest is to avoid anything that is unbecoming of his station in life. Prior to the 1983 code, in the 1917 code, it actually gave examples of what a priest was not supposed to do. So an example of what a priest was not to do, a thing that would be unbecoming of a priest, would be to go to a tavern without any real reason. Or another, more germane to the thing that we're talking about now, a priest was not to go hunting. He was not to use a weapon because he was supposed to be a minister of peace, and so he wasn't supposed to own a gun to go hunting because that would be unbecoming. That would be opposed to what Christ gave to us as ministers of peace. Now, with that said, I think there must be some discernment that takes place here. What would be something that would be inappropriate for a priest? Now, if a priest were to, for example, own a firearm because he enjoyed it as a sport, well, technically speaking, so long as it's not causing scandal among the faithful, I think that would be perfectly legitimate. It's not necessarily inappropriate for him to go and use it for sport. The idea of a priest using a gun for hunting was actually abrogated in the 1983 code, so a priest can own a gun and go hunting with it. Now, so I don't think necessarily it would be inappropriate, but if a priest were to, I've heard of a priest in Mexico that was fond of wearing 2 6-shooters and would go and preach gospel missions with his 6-shooters. I think that would be inappropriate because it's no longer actually following what he's supposed to be doing as a minister of peace, as a minister of Christ, and he's using it for showboating and sorts of things like that. I think that would be inappropriate. So I do think there has to be somewhat of a discernment. So to answer this question, I've said many things to actually get to the heart of this question. It would have to be a matter of discernment. What is the priest's intent? Why is he having a weapon or a gun of this kind? And is it causing scandal among the faithful? Is it causing people to question this idea of the priest as a minister of peace? So to give a not really solid answer, maybe. Depends on the circumstances.